Yeah, hello, I am the Ronan Paul, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronan Paul live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Paul, and just pretend nothing happens, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Is it working? I don't know. I restarted the computer, and then when I did a quick recording on my end, it came out without all this crap in it, but it was a really brief recording because I wanted to get back here, so is it working? Fixed, by the way, says Noah. No pops. No pops. Not no, comma, pops, but no pops. Fuck you, pops. Welcome to a twitch.tv/Jesus God. See, restarting works. It's Milkshake Deluxe. God damn it, Charlotte. I just need to break a champagne bottle over her fucking skull. Did it pop? Did it cut out there when I said fucking? Because that's not, I did that on my own. Mic sounds like it's an airplane, though, says Noah Craw. It might not be the mic. In fact, listen to the dead silence. You hear like a little fuzz in the background? Is that what you're hearing? What are you saying? About the microphone? It's nah, says Xavier Downs. When I turn it off, it sounds like and it's good. Is how you, Paul? And I told you to upgrade from the VIC-20 to the Commodore 128 for this. Yep, that's dead silence. All right, well I'll tell you what. I can go ahead and turn that filter back on, and then how do we sound? We sound a little bit better now. Wait, did you drop my settings changes on the compressor? -12 on the threshold. Gain is a little bit high. Hello, I am the... No, you're... Did that just get a lot loud? That just got a lot louder is what just happened there. What about that? Hello, I am the Ronan Paul. Okay. I think that's there's your problem right there. Okay, yeah, I was trying a lot of things. I was trying a lot of things there is what happened. The sound's back, is why I was streaming. No more aeroplanes, says Noah Craw. Is this good? Have we got the levels? It's quiet, or it's quiet? Did you mean quiet and you typed quitty? Is that what happened there? Did I go too quiet on this now? Fucking hell with you and your mother. I'm gonna turn the threshold back to where I had it before I started tinkering. How's that for you, huh? Is that pretty good? Yeah, that's about, well, it gets loud is what it does. Riveting show so far. Are we good? We're good. Cheer 5, when you turn on the filter or whatever, it disappeared, but now it's back again. Background noise, that is. Yeah, okay, I'll turn the filter on. I hate this filter, though. What it is it's a noise-canceling filter, so that you don't hear, you know, the crap in the background. So yeah, it makes it nice, but it also adds that little digital, like when you listen real close, when you got ears like I got, and I listen to something real close, it's got that little in there, you know, you can hear how it's like bit shifting stuff, and it's square, and it's, yeah. No drilling moms today. Perfect, says Xavier Downs. Yeah, it's nice, perfect. It's like a MP3 compressed at 96 kbps. Ugh, disgusting is what it is. Let me introduce you to Charlotte. She's the bitch. You know what it was? It's the heat was on. Now the heat's off, and then if I drop the filter... Hang on. Just playing with settings. I'll drop the filter. Now how is it? Huh? There's still going to be like a little background noise because it's picking up the whole room now and it's not filtering anything out. But doesn't that sound nice? It was because it's winter, man. -8 degrees Celsius in Detroit on average in January. What the hell is that about? I'm turning the filter back on. You guys like it, you can have it. You like it, you can have it. -8 Celsius in Detroit? It's not, I looked it up. You know what Juneau, Alaska's average is at its most, like, cold part of winter? -2. The hell do I live? Ridiculous. A little bit of echo, but other than that, it's fine. No filters, Split Age. Oh, yeah, you can hear the echo, too? Damn it. Anyway, the filter's on. No, turn it off. It sounds like you're in a tin can now, says Noah. But everybody else likes the filter in the tin can. They like me in the tin can. You like me in here, don't you? This is, you know what? You just need something in the background is the thing. So I'm going to reach over to my physical, actual knob. I'm going to put my fingers on the knob. And now you get the Planet Coaster audio. And I can turn it down right here with the knob. And then I can turn it up. Huh? I got a whole new setup, baby. It's a whole new world. A brand new streaming PC for me. It's in the closet now. But soon it will come out and show its gayness to the world. Let's fuck. Never mind. I got it. No more poopy KSP mods. There's no... What? What? No more KSP mods? None of the crappy ones anymore. And here we see a grown man playing with his knobs. Solid Ram 1. Yes, add that as a quote. I do enjoy that one. So, I will be showing you some amazing things that I did in Planet Coaster. An amazing thing I did in Planet Coaster. But first, could we talk about Charlotte for a minute? Or maybe you should play some of the game here, Paul. Maybe you should get people in here and go, welcome to Planet Coaster! That's there. Welcome to Planet Coaster! It's really hard for me now. I'm used to being able to look over at the stream and see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So if I wanted to point at something, I'd just glance my eyes over and do one of these. And now it takes like a full second after I do something is when I see it over here. The delay is screwing with me, baby. But look at this! Planet Coaster, 1080p, 60 frames per second. I've got my mouse here, is on a system, what's it called? Mouse Without Borders. It's a program actually written by the guys who, you know, make Windows, by somebody at some point who was working on Windows. Available for free in the Windows Garage, I think they call it. So I can just slide my mouse over to the right, and it shows up on my other computer's screen. To the left, Noah Crotcheering 5 forgot to give myself mod privileges on the bot, so I can't add quotes. Whoops! See, everybody's got errors today. For me, it's audio. For Nobut, it's forgetting who his master is. It'll happen to the best of us. It'll, you know, everybody's gotta serve somebody. Quoth Bob Dylan. Noah Crow's gotta serve Nobut, or Nobut's gotta serve Noah Crow. Somebody is serving the Satan at the end of it. That's I know that. Let's get in here, and let's go over to my parks. I'm gonna show you where we stand, people. So, on day one, I built that white, horrible thing over there that had no color and no texture to it. It was a hallway and a single room on the USS Enterprise. It was Worf's quarters. That's what we did on day one. On day two, I built the transporter room, and it looked beautiful. It looks beautiful. It's brilliant. On day 2.5, I added lighting to the whole ship to make the whole thing. On day 2.5, that's just straight up is what it is. I'm just going to forget pointing. On day 2.5, I lit the whole damn thing. That was on my own time. And then on day 3, we came in and you and I, or whoever showed up, built the deck, the bridge of the USS Enterprise 1701D. Are those the numbers and letters? And then on day 3.5, the Ronin Pawn came back in on his own time and did what you will see shortly. Very shortly, and what you will see in ultra graphics quality 1080-60, because now the computer playing the game, just playing the game. How you like me now? How you like Charlotte now? I'll serve you, Pawn, in whatever way you want. Lewd you are, hologram. There's a strange border around your hands when you gesture around the green screen. It's a green screen that's being done live. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. Look at the bridge of the USS Enterprise, my friends. Look at her. Look at the ceiling. I did the ceiling all on my own. All on my own, I did the ceiling on my own time. I redid the pathing so that it actually looks symmetrical and good. Oh my, oh, and then I went through a thing. Okay, let's just take it, we'll start at the beginning of the park, and then we'll do the whole tour like we do every single time. So first, you come in here, you enter into the park, you go, ah, and you pass through somebody's crotch. And then you go, hey, where the hell's my janitor, damn it? I'm paying you, there he is, get it, janitor. Yeah, this is Captain Picard. In his later years, he decided, hey, excuse me, I'm watching my janitor. Good work, Picard. He just decided to, you know, retire. And that's what he did, is he became a janitor. So here's our room, by the way. This looks so much more impressive in the night when it's lit. So let's have it lit. Where's this, in the, set the lighting to 10 p.m., if you don't mind. And don't touch a damn thing, Paul, or else it's gonna all go blue-washed. The border wasn't there last time. Something is wrong, says Hologram 1. Do you see the border now? Is there a border? Huh? Is it... You want me to do something about the border? How's the border? This is Worf's quarters, ladies and gentlemen, and just have yourself a nice little look-see here. Huh? With the lighting that I've done with the green that casts down and the purple in the corners, and then over to the pink area where our alien is typing up the new Kalki Clicker edition. It's coming out of beta soon, and then into Gamma. The way Elite Dangerous did. We've got space! Space on the outside of the windows, people! It's floating right by, look at that. And they're not the same one on every monitor, because, Parallel designed these for me and sent them over while we were working on this thing. So, there's, these two are playing the same one, and then he made one that was off the, you know, a little bit like halfway through, in order to make it look more, and man, when you look at it from the right angle, it almost looks like that star came through. That star started there, it came through here, and then it came out there. It's impressive, it's amazing, I friggin' love it. And then you come through into the Worf's quarters, excuse me, Picard, sorry, it's aye, Captain. And then there's his closet where he keeps his condoms, and then the ATM where he puts the money that he wins in the poker games. These pillows are made of marshmallows, I've mentioned it before, and then everybody loves my bathrooms. Look at all these women going into the bathroom. And then teleporting to the real bathroom. It's the Starship Enterprise, so that's what happens around here. Okay. I'm on mobile and didn't... What? It's lit, fam, says that Hoyo's streaming. And then into the transporter room. Most impressive bit of which is before us now. So lovely, so colorful. It's got this effect of an engine. Sci-fi engine effect is what they call that one. And there's actually a steam vent underneath it, too, to add a little bit of texture to it, so that it's not just the usual fare. And then we've got a bench upon which people will certainly come in and sit and stare at this someday when I give them a reason to walk past here, but so far they haven't got a reason. More places to program Kalki Clicker in here, you know, so we can get more aliens if we wanted them. And then out the doors, and over there's going to be a thing, and over there's going to be a thing, and then there's some people coming back from this way. This section isn't lit, so we're going to go back to 10 a.m. We're going to go up the stairs to the bridge of the USS Enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you come in from this side, and here's what you see as you walk in. I put the L-cars on the television. I put the L-cars on the televisions, people. And then this one's went into screensaver mode, but that's L-cars. It's the Star Trek The Next Generation operating system. I got the images and I put them onto the TVs and whatnot. And then, okay, look, we got this. This is also the main screen is going to screensaver. Either that or we're flying at a 90-degree angle to space, which will happen occasionally. You know, it's easy. It's easier to do. Down here, you will find the captain's quarters. And the other room that was always off from the captain's quarters. He would walk into one of them, and then there was another door there. I don't know where it went. I think the captain's potty quarters. Captain's, Nichols. Is what that was. The captain. It was where the captain's shitter. Okay? I'm just gonna tell you that now. The captain's poopy hole is through one of them, and then where he lives is through the other one. And actually, what's behind all of this is the staff lounge. Look, the captain's in his quarters! I had no idea that he'd be back in here. But this is the staff lounge, where when their eyes get all saggy and sad, they come in and they stare at this wall for a while, and then they end up feeling better. The captain is in his Nichols Are you dropping a nickel? Alright, sorry. It's the captain's, 2 pence. You know? Because it's a number 2 that he's dropping in there. That's where the staff goes to lounge, so that they feel better. Captain's quarters are not off the bridge. That's the ready room, says Hologram. Oh, well then it's the ready room. Where's the captain's quarters? He's not, didn't he always, he would walk into, he would like go, he would be sitting here. Wait a second, how he'd be sitting here and he'd be like, make it so, and then he'd get up and he'd walk and and then boom. And he'd be in somewhere. You know, they never showed you where it was, but, you know, you'd figure the captain's office would be right off the friggin' bridge. So that in the event of an emergency, he's right there. So where's the captain's quarters at? One of them was. Probably. The hell was the captain's quarters then? Ready room and a turbo lift, says Hologram. I disbelieve you. Turbo lifts were back here. Why would you need a third turbo lift when there were already 2? There was one on this side, one on that side. Where is the captain's quarters? I didn't mean his quarters, I meant his office. You know? I don't mean like captain's like, you know, where he goes to have sex with people. I meant his office. That's the confusion. I thought we were just talking on different, yeah. It's just words, English language getting in our way. Captain's quarters are deck 8, says Hologram 1. Yeah, you would know because of sleeping with him. I don't know. I didn't mean his quarters, I meant his office. The 4 starboard turbo lift is the express lift to the battle bridge, says Krylanny. Oh, was it? Well, things to know if you're going to design the bridge in Roller Coaster Tycoon and not build roller coasters. Look at the friggin' ceiling I made. Look at that. That is so good-ish. I think it's great, and I haven't even lit it up here yet. You know what this is? This is just a big empty space so that you don't see the walls of it from any of the places where people can look up and see it. It's just, you know, as much ceiling as I needed to make it invisible, and then I'll light the crap out of it up there. The ceiling is wrong, says Hologram 1. Well, go fuck yourself! With your captain's quarters on level 8, the ceiling is wrong. Get in here, and you try and do it! You try and make it straight to the original design. This is amazing. Fuck off. Get the fuck off my live stream. Oh, hey, found a problem. Fix the problem, says Noah Cry. It should be rounded, not rectangular. The fuck am I gonna round it? You saw the first episode of this, didn't you? They don't do that. What do you mean it's not rounded? Look, it's rounded. Like that. It's rounded. Yeah. Anyway, over here is that other room that was on the Enterprise D. I don't know if there was another room on the Enterprise D over here. I don't remember. But I needed a place for them to have medic stuff, so I put the medical up here. Figure at the front of the park, because this is the entrance to the park. So, you know, have our first, like, place that you can come after you, break your ankle on one of the rides. You can come back here. I know a million things about Star Trek. I know so effing much. I will point out all your errors. They're not my errors. You need to write to Frontier and complain about the lack of being able to do curves in this game properly. And yet, even with the limitations, look at the nice, lovely curves that I've made. I had to make certain aesthetic choices in order to fit with the game. One of my aesthetic choices, Noah Crow, I'll get your comment in a moment. One of my aesthetic choices was to have hot dogs sold on the bridge. This is canon, and also gulpies. Okay? This is canon. Noah Crow cheered 5. Didn't they change the design from the series to the film because the format changed from 4:3 to 16:9? That's what happened. See, this is the design later. You just don't. You probably missed the episode. This is the other design. Okay, it's when they decided that instead of having the nice, lovely, rounded like C thing going on for the main console there, they decided to just go with more of like a Asian Zen garden look. You remember that you probably missed those episodes though, but it's in the, if you look it up, you'll find it. Whoa, bits cause frame drops for anyone else's AV Dons? Did it? No, this is Hoyo's streaming. I'm gonna say it's Hoyo's streaming. I hope it did. It might. It has done in the past. And then over here, there's more L cars going on. I put the Rodent Pawn logo on the back screen, and then there she is, people. And right here on deck 8, apparently, is the captain's quarters. And look! They love my hot dogs and gulpies! There's no rides in this park. There's not a ride to speak of. But man, the community just, they come for the bathrooms and the gulpies and whatnot. And actually, the game is actually started, that lag was not from the stream, that was from the game. We're in ultra mode here. It grabbed a little bit. Look at how nice this looks when it's not night and you don't have the glare off of the windows. It looks so, like, flat black. Just matte. Just true black, and then the stars going on. Look at that. Look at that. It's even better during the day. Not a lot of the other stuff, though. Angels 2145, cheers 5. How much are you charging people to visit your bargain basement, low budget Star Trek The Experience? This is perfect! It's not low budget. You know how many hours I've got into that? Too many. Too many. Probably like 18 or something, or maybe more. Maybe like 20 some, over 20 hours into the entrance of the park, and no rides yet. How much am I charging them? In order to get them in here to use the bathrooms, I had to go for free. Okay? They came for a little while in order to use my bathrooms after I put it up to $6, but then people realized they could just poop in the field out there, and I just couldn't convince them anymore. That's the wrong ship, Pawn. The Sovereign class is the one after TNG. It was the... screw you. Pawn, have you limited the number of guests you can have, because otherwise they'll keep piling in, and eventually it'll lag to shite. I'm pretty sure the game started me out with, like, if I go to park management with, like, a limit of, I don't know, 1,000 or something. I mean, I don't have any rides yet, so it hasn't really been an issue. I don't know where these things are either. Security management? No. Special effects, marketing, finances. Finances? Graphs and marketing. Staff? Guests. Guests. I would assume that I could limit. Look at, we've got the teens love my bathroom. And my soda pops. Well, no, gulpies and whatnot. Yeah, I have no idea where I would do that sort of. Is it just here? Is it just here, and then you can limit how many people are allowed to... Visitors last month, 91. Yeah, people coming is not a problem for us. Did you hear her? She said something about, boobs. She said, oh pray, boobs. Oh, I pray to you, boobs, is what she said. Good stream for testing stuff, says Noah Craw. Isn't it, though? Nice. I mean, this is a game that's, the 1080p 60 is really gonna, like, show off that we're doing it and that it's working, you know, and if it's not, then not. However, this game is also horrible for this. I'm sure the stream looks horrible right now as you do that, because the texture of the grass is so fine and detailed that it's, you know, as far as the encoder is concerned, that might as well be snow, and encoding does not like snow. It does not like that kind of thing. Get away from it. Angela's cheering 5. So, your entire revenue stream is based on people buying hot dogs and gulpies? Yes, and then they get so full on the hot dogs and gulpies that they have to come over and use my toilet. Now, I just need to turn on the charge for the toilet. Where's the money? The price you can charge for the toilet? I'm going to charge them, 2 bits. 2 bits for use of my toilet from now on, and we'll see if they all stop using the toilet. I didn't know you could charge for use of the toilets. We charge 2 bits, 50 cents per poo. Yeah. So, first we charge you for it going in, then we charge you for it coming out. Here at the Ronin Pawns, perfectly authentic, everything is right, shut the fuck up, Latra, Enterprise, Star Trek Park. It would have been better if I could have got through it without stuttering. Bot has restarted a few times. Well, the audio of this live stream had to restart 9 or 12 times, so, you know, bot's working good enough. You can make them your main money earner. It's a bit cheesy, but it works, says AV Downs. You can? Cool. Cool. I'm totally going to charge for use of my toilets. However, I should probably get some rides in here, or else nobody's going to want to play it. But, we're not anywhere near rides, because this whole area needs to be lit. It needs to be, if I set the lighting to 10 p.m., look, we're just suddenly plunged into darkness. I haven't done any lighting in here, and I'm so chuffed at my, the lighting that I did out there. I also need to do some touch-up here, and need to figure out what the hallways are doing, and where these paths are going, and how it's all going to work. I'll tell you what we know up to now, or what I've planned up until now. Obviously, you come in through here, we're going to have a holodeck entrance, so it's going to look like you're walking in off of the holodeck. It's going to be like half of a chunky kind of a holodeck that you walk into. You walk in here, there's the room for the bathrooms, you go down here, and then at this junction, you can go forward and head into the park on foot, okay, which is going to take you upstairs, and then it's going to lead you out into and it's going to be like the nice reveal. You go up the stairs intentionally here so that you'll be higher and above the whole park, and then you'll be on stairs overlooking it and looking down at the park, and it'll be a nice reveal for you. Noah Crouch cheering 5. I found a solution for the 90 degrees stars going by the windows. Just tell everyone the ship is spinning around its own axis. Boom, solved. That's... Yeah, so the ship is spinning around on its own axis. Is the it's just we're doing it's a drifting course. It made the Kessel run in 72 parsecs. wrong world. So this is the way that you go in on foot. Okay, so I love this because it's actually like good for accessibility. You know, if you imagine a world where we're gonna have people coming in wheelchairs or with chronic fatigue syndrome, thank you very much. You go straight in, you go on foot, you gotta like manage some stairs and stuff like that. But because you're going on foot, you get to see the frickin' bridge, and you get to see the bridge's hot dogs, which are really important. Look at this console. Look at, I put the black here, like the black keyboards they had, and then over here I just love it all. So that's the entrance, that's entrance number 1. If you head off in this direction, you go past the transporter room, and then through here is going to be where we place, where is it? Show me custom, the monorail. The monorail, it's going to be the second entrance to the park, okay, that you use the monorail to get into. So that's going to be, you know, for disabled chronic fatigue syndrome sufferers like me. Cheer 5. Easier still, Angela's saying, easier still would be to just say that the view screen is showing the port or starboard camera angle. We're doing a drifting course. Cheer 5. Why is there a fire in the transporter room? No, that's somebody's trying to beam in and we're having troubles. In the daylight, you can see the steam separately from the transporter. It looks a lot better at night, this effect. You know, but I wanted an effect, and I looked through all the special effects that they've got in the game, and that one is as close as we're getting to a teleporter thing. You know, I could have had, like, glitter falling, some snow, like a water stream, bubbling fountain, but this is as close as I could get. Not a fire. Yes. And I love my lighting. I love my lighting. Why is the lighting... It must be naturally a late hour, and so the lighting is gone. Lovely. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So there. There's my new work on the bridge that you guys didn't get, that nobody got to see because I did it all by myself. And I am just super thrilled with this ceiling. This was where I put most of my work once I figured out what I was doing. This, and, you know, that stuff, which is kind of like... I just tried to, you know... get as close to the original theme as possible. I loved the idea that, you know, when the people who are working at the hot dog and the gulpy and the janitor go on break, they're going to walk into the ready room or whatever it was Late just said over here that's not the captain's office. They're going to walk in there. I just loved that. And then this is just there because I needed something to balance out the room. But the ceiling is friggin' awesome. It took me ages to figure out how I was going to do that to get this close to something that's similar to the original. And now, it's morning again, all at once. Very, very happy. So, now that we've actually gone into the game a little bit, why don't you come over and say hello to me? Hi, how are you? Do you feel good? Sad music playing all by myself, says Ouroboros. A monorail? Since I was streaming, this is fine. Yeah, there's gonna be a monorail. That's gonna be like the, I'm gonna build that room where the monorail goes as the, like, cargo bay, the shuttle bay. A shuttle bay. We'll see how big it is. Maybe it's the shuttle bay that apparently you never actually got to see in Star Trek The Next Generation because it was outside of their budget. It'll be a big room, and it'll be, you know, just the shuttle, and then it'll be like you're heading out to space on the shuttle bay. Points don't seem to be working, says Noah Croft. Oh well! Fix it! Fix it, Felix! Vaughn, you don't have the helm or ops console at the front. #fake Star Trek bridge. Well, that's the next thing. I definitely gotta build the, you know, those... Alright, let's get back in there. Take me back into the game. I definitely got to build, the two things here, okay? Helms and other guy. Where Wesley sits, Wesley and or Data sat, and then other person sat. I never knew, I don't know. Was there anyone of consequence ever stationed at the other one, and I just didn't put the two together? It just seemed like there was always somebody important here, and then over here was, you know, extra number 12. But I kind of actually like the idea of just having, you know, no captain's chair, but instead having a bench. So that when people come in, there's no captain's chair, but they get to sit where the captain would have sat. And number one, you know. I kind of like that, silly as it is. And it's easier to do than trying to build chairs in this game from nothing. I think I can do the consoles over here pretty well. Pretty good with, I've already looked at some parts for that. Or at least I've seen some parts. I haven't, like, thought it through, but I've seen some parts that I think would work. I mean, over here, there's been some stuff that I was like, yeah, okay, and then I know that there's some wedge pieces that'll help me with that aesthetic that they had in that. Cripple rail? Says Ouroboros. What? A cripple rail? I've got cripple rails all over the place, okay? So forget about the railing that comes with the paths. If you've got a close eye, you'll notice that I actually put in the wood railing that was all along the corridors of the Star Trek, of the TNG Enterprise, the Enterprise D. It had these little dark wood railings along it, as well as the black glass along one wall. It was always along one wall. The other one looked more bubbly than this. But I like the aesthetic that we've got going on here. This is how the hallways are going to look. And it also had, the D had, you know that D, she had a whole bunch of, like, the way that thing was made, it looked like, it might as well have been a mine shaft for all the beams that were, like, supporting every corridor, just the webbing of design that they had in there. So this is what we've got to simulate that, and I like the frequency of it. I like that it breaks everything up, makes it look, you know, structural and blocky and stuff. Really happy with absolutely everything where it is right now. This room just needs lighting. It needs a couple of stations for Data and extra cast member 37, and then, you know, I'm pretty much done with the bridge. I need a screen image of, you know, stars coming straight at you. I need a star field coming straight at you, and preferably one that matches this aesthetic that Parallel made for us. But yeah. Then it's on to, I think, even before I start, like, building the walk out to the other way, I think I'm just gonna go straight to making the shuttle, the shuttle bay over here, and hopefully I can come up with something that makes it look like you're actually going out to space. I mean, maybe I can put a star field on a big television and then have the track for the cart actually go through the television. You know? I think I might be able to do that. I know that the tracks don't pass through a lot of the objects. I might not be able to do that. But if I can't do that, then I'll make it so that it, like, goes toward it and then maybe dives down or something like that. Yeah, we got ideas. We definitely got ideas. But this isn't even what I wanted to do today. I loaded up Planet Coaster so I had an excuse to do the live stream. I wanted to talk to you about the setup. I want to talk to you about Charlotte. Man, come see me about Charlotte. I got so many things to tell you about this setup. It's just incredible. It's incredible, and I want to show it to you. I want to show it to you. Hang on. I'm going to turn that down on the knob. I reach over and hit a knob, and it works like that. I want to show that to you. I'll be back in, like, 15 seconds. So I want to try a thing. I don't know if this is going to work at all. But, give me 15 seconds. Okay, so, you shut up. No, actually, you can be in the background, just way in the background. Angela's cheering 5. Come see me about Charlotte. Are you pimping out some poor girl named Charlotte? Charlotte is my new helper. She's my assistant. I just hired her. And put her in a box with a video card, a CPU, and some memory and stuff. Charlotte is the second computer. Charlotte is the streaming PC that's handling all this. And the setup is It was a hell of a thing, people. So I kind of want to see if I can't show you some of it. I got a mirror. I brought a mirror. So, yeah, PBR. You guys know I'm drinking the PBR. So, here's my setup now. Well, what are we looking at? This is so confusing to me to look at. We've got the microphone over there. Is this the right direction? Yeah, we got the microphone over there. Okay? Microphone hanging on this. You can notice that it's being held up by the weight of a plate, you know, an actual weight from bench presses and whatnot. 2.5 pound weight in order to counterbalance that. We come over here. I now have my smaller monitor, the 1920 by 1080 native resolution monitor, straight ahead of me. Configuring the color on this monitor took friggin' ages because this ViewSonic monitor is a cheaper monitor that has a naturally like a deep blue coloration to it, and I had to do a lot of work to get it looking good again. And then to the left, I've got my big monitor, my Samsung SyncMaster 245BW. This monitor, when it sold originally, sold for $850. I bought it off a guy who really didn't know any better. It was broken at the time that I bought it. I took it home. I made him sign a contract that if it was DOA when I got it home, then I could bring it back to him. I got it home, I plugged it in, it was indeed dead on arrival. It did not work. So what did I do? Went down to Radio Shack, bought the capacitors that online they said, you know, these capacitors tend to blow on the power boards for these monitors. But am I angling at it? It's hard to do this. Yeah. I'm going in the wrong direction, back like that. I soldered some capacitors onto the power board, onto the PCB, BUBBB, something, acronym. And then I got that one working again. I now have an $850 monitor that I get to use. Okay? But I swapped them out. I didn't usually used to have it like this. This was not the way. In fact, can I get closer? Can I get closer? I can't. It's really hard because of the stream lag. Now down here, kids, is the Hauppauge. This is the streaming device. This is basically my external capture card. And what's going on here is that the computer down there, do I got it? No, like that. That's better. There we go. There's the computer. The computer is running up to the Hauppauge, okay? And then the Hauppauge is sending the signal back out to the monitor, at the same time as it sends the USB signal over USB through the wall, and into this closet. Okay, there we go. Into that closet over there. So in my closet, I have the second computer running so that we don't hear its very loud fans that are running there. This is not working out as well as I had hoped it would. Holding a mirror up and showing all the work I did. I have a KVM keyboard video mouse switch in the line here that is completely redundant at this point, the way that I've got things set up. I've got the other computer is, its video runs into my second monitor, and this computer runs into that second monitor. So all I have to do, because it's got a VGA and it's got a DVI, so one's in one and one's in the other. One's digital, one's analog. So all I do is hit the button and it switches over to one and the other. And then I've got this program that I mentioned earlier, Mouse Without Borders, that you can download from Microsoft, from Windows directly. It's free, from the guys who work on Windows, from actual Microsoft developers, that allows you to sync between two computers, your mouse and keyboard, and all I have to do is take my mouse, where's my mouse? Well, you can't see it on the screen, can you? The game? All I have to do is take my mouse here, and then hold down Control and slide the mouse to the right, and it goes over to the second screen, which is actually coming out of the other computer. My mouse is now controlling the other computer over there, and then I can just pull it back over here. This setup was insane, it was intense. Setting up the audio was the hardest part of it, clearly. You guys saw how it all fell apart there right when we started to live stream, and everything started giving us problems again. But here's the thing about the audio. And you guys, I don't know if you're interested in this or not. I really don't care. I need to talk about it. I will have to talk about it at some point. This is the live stream where I'm talking about it. Get on board or get off. Or get off and get on board. if you like that. So here's what has to happen with the audio. My microphone goes into my external thing, and then it's got to go into the computer. This is going into the computer, obviously, in the closet. Charlotte. So Charlotte needs to listen to the microphone. Then the audio from the main PC that's playing the game the game audio has to get over to Charlotte as well. And for reasons that I won't go into, it can't come in over the HDMI line. For reasons I won't go into, because that's even more complicated. So I have to take the audio from the main computer, run it into my headphones jack, and then send it out from the headphones jack over to Charlotte, which is why I can now control the in-game audio by playing with my little headphone monitor, my little headphone power thing. Tier 5 Pawn, look at your cam stream. There's a dark patch. Green screen might need fixing. Oh yeah, because I opened the door. It's the most important thing in my life. Fix your green screens for you. There. Huh? Is there a thing around it? Is there a thing around my finger? Is it green? Can you see the green? Who said that, by the way? It was Angela. So the audio. Microphone's got to get over there. The audio from the gaming PC. Turn you guys up for something in the background. The audio from the gaming PC has to get over there as well. But then I have to be able to hear the audio from the second computer, the one that's in the closet, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to hear when I'm playing music. And then how can I, like, react to it and stuff like that? So I need the audio from the second computer to get all the way back out here and then into my headphones. So everything's got to come out of the first computer, go into the one in the closet, and then the closet's got to come back out here to me. Tier 5 Pawn, I need the toilet, so gonna have to watch you on the phone instead. Also, F you too! This is a toilet stream, okay? Do you got... First off, you can't just use the toilet around here. Have you got 2 quarters? Have you got 2 bits for me? Because we charge 50 cents for the toilets around here, okay? It's got to get out there and then it's got to get back to me. Well, my little external majigger here, my Zoom box that the microphone goes into, and then that turns the microphone signal into something that can get into the computer, I can send the audio from the PC in the closet back out to the headphones port of this thing, because it's basically an external sound card all on its own. So that's what I'm doing, and because I'm doing that, I can actually hear my own voice in the headphones for the first time ever. Now, my voice hasn't been post-processed the way that I do it for you guys with the filters and effects so that it sounds nice. It's just the raw microphone, but that means there's no delay to it. So I'm not, it's not making it harder for me to think like it would if there was a 20 millisecond delay or something like that. And it would be a lot more of a delay if I had to take it through there and send it back out to here. But this is like, this thing, I put so much money and so much time, not so much money really, I mean, it nickel and dimed me. Because I kept getting to a point in the build and going, wait a second, I'm going to need an adapter in order to get that monitor to connect to that, which is going to go into that, and then the other thing, because there's a KVM in the line, there's this external, capture device for the Hauppauge PVR60, I think it's what it's called, if you want to look that up. Like, all of the different connections here, I kept going, oh crap, I'm going to need an adapter for that, I'm going to need an adapter for this, I'm going to need a KVM. For the KVM, I'm going to need this because this monitor has that kind of input, the other monitor doesn't have it. And then, in the final setup, I found out that, like, at least 2 of the things that I, got nickel and dimed on, I didn't need, including the KVM. I like having the KVM here because I do have a button right here, I can press it, and then suddenly I'm natively controlling the other computer, so it's nice to have there. But for all of the trouble, and all of the difficulty, and all of the I didn't know what I needed until I got there, and then went, oh crap, I need another thing. And then when I started setting it up, found out, no, that's not how it's going to go together, because these limitations, those limitations, it won't work if you do it this way. For all of that, I am now sitting here, this is the best live stream setup that I even imagined. Like, in my first design of how this was all going to work in my head, it was not as good as this. This is, like, it came together so great, except for the whole popping of the audio thing, which I don't know what the hell that was about. It's so great just having like a physical control over the game audio. That was never part of the plan, and I was forced to do that because I couldn't get the audio to go over the HDMI, and then I was like, well, how am I going to do that? Well, I guess I could do this, and then, and it worked out brilliantly. I got to a certain point and I realized, wait a second, if the monitor is on a KVM, that means when I hit the button, it's going to switch my mouse and my keyboard over to that monitor. But that means when I come back to the game, it's going to switch it back over to my second screen on the main computer, which means I can't monitor what's going on the live stream. I don't want it that way. I went, crap, the KVM is useless. I got to figure out another way to do that. And now the way that I'm doing that is so much better, and I'm using the KVM. I've got extra options. I'm just blown away that this project worked out. Zorglob, Cheering Tent, Star Trek, the next generation. This is Star Trek, the next generation of streaming. This took me so long to get this. Many guests are trapped in the park. How are they trapped in the park? Did you get stuck in the bathrooms? There's no place you can get trapped in my park. Let's click on it. Take me to them. They were lying. Are you stuck in the bathrooms or something? Are you stuck on the bridge? Where would they be? The only place they don't even go down that corridor. What do you mean you're stuck in the park? It lied to me. That had to be an error. Yeah, you can't walk that way, buddy. I intentionally designed this path so that it doesn't come back through because I want them to have to walk through the entire bridge. I want them to have to, like, see all of my design work. Yes, the AI player characters here that don't. They can't appreciate it or anything. I wanted them to walk through and see all my hard work. So I did it that way. And I can't believe it's working so well. It's the whole live streaming setup is working so well. I mean, after that problem that we had in the audio, we've been sitting here, we played the game. I've been jumping back and forth between screens. If we were playing Kerbal Space Program right now, and I wanted to show you, you know, over here we're going to do the Delta V over there, and then we're going to come back to the game. By the way, now it's time for a live stream break. See y'all. Join me back here in 12 minutes. Oh, that ain't right. What are you doing there? You shouldn't. You shouldn't be there. See, it's all working, and then I come back to the game and be like, hey, here we are, welcome back to the live stream. Cheer 10. Well, it is a tourist trap, says Orglop. That's, if they were complaining about that. No, it's not. It's not. All we have here are hot dogs and a pooper. I guess it is a tourist trap. Have you heard about the new Star Trek theme park? Oh, you gotta go over to the Star Trek theme park. It's so fun. And then they get here and they find out there's just slushies and a place to piss. So it's definitely a trap. Hey, Pawn, what about Houston, says L. Jones. I have not... This was so much work. The reason we didn't have a live stream yesterday was because after doing all this work, I was like ready. I was like, okay, I got it all done. We're good. Gonna take a little break before the live stream. And I had like 3 hours to go to the live stream, and about 15 minutes after I decided to take a break, I was standing in a doorway talking to my dad about nothing in particular. And oh, wow. Look at these two. I was standing in the doorway talking to my dad, and just in the act of just standing there, the CFS, like, creeped over my shoulders, and I started hunching over, and I was, like, trying to hold myself up against a wall, and it just said, nope, you have been awake for 13 hours total, and that is all you're going to be awake for, and I just went and laid down, and it took it all out of me. So, Houston is going to be another complicated thing that I'm sure I can make work, but what I want to happen is to be able to be here in the game, controlling the computer that's in front of me, controlling the main computer that's on the game, and then hit a button on the keyboard like I usually do, without having to slide over to the other one, to the other computer and do something like this. Hey, Bon, how's it going? And I also need... because it's over there, it's all set up. I also need that button needs to not only turn Houston on and then he starts talking, because that's important. But I also need for that button to bring up the coffee cup that usually comes over my face. I've already got that set up so that it works, you know, on the same computer. I just got to figure out a way to be able to send that signal to the second computer and have it do all of the things. So, we'll be pushing auto hotkey to the limits, won't we, Houston? Oh yeah, we'll be pushing it real hard. Ice cream. There was supposed to be a new Paramount, then Park in London with a big Star Trek area, but the deal fell through. I was gutted, says Angeles2141. Well, after I complete this, just entrance to a sci-fi themed park, once this is done, I'm sure, you know, they will mend their ways and they'll get her done. I'll make it happen because I already want to come to my park. I think if I go to Elon Musk tomorrow, clean that up. Clean it up! Thank you, Picker. If I go to Elon Musk tomorrow and say, hey, I've got a half-designed thing in Planet Coaster 4, and then I show him this footage, he's going to be like, how much do you need? How much do you need? Huh? You need any self-flying rocket parts for it? Because I got those sparesies. You need some electric cars? Because I got those. You need a giant drill for making tunnels? Which I actually probably will, for the way that this would need to be done. I think Elon would fund this sucker for me. I already just absolutely love it. I think it's great. Time to shower, says Hoyo's streaming. Are you covered in silt and slicky? Slicky? People, this is all I wanted to do, was come in here, have a look. I don't have it in me to build today. I was still doing some work on this thing today, and it wasn't a lot, but I had to clean the room out and load some stuff in. I'm not up for doing builds in Planet Coaster today. It was a giant lie. Everything that I've told you to this point has been a lie. We're playing Planet Coaster today, and then you sit and chat for like 15 minutes at the beginning. 20 minutes, I think. 25 minutes. Like, where'd he go? Where'd the audio he was having troubles with? Did he restart the computer or something like that? And I finally get back in here, and I tell you, yeah, we're not actually going to play the game today. I just wanted to show you what I've been doing in it. Welcome to a Ronan Bond live stream. How about KSP, says Amy Downs? No, not today. Not today. I know we skipped a live stream. This is going to count as the makeup for that live stream, even though I didn't do anything. We'll be back tomorrow, Sunday, at 4 p.m. Tomorrow is Sunday, right? Tomorrow is Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Have I gotten the days wrong? Wait a second, how do days work again? Yeah, it's Saturday today. I swear, I've been buried under this project. I had no idea. I wasn't sure anyway. We'll be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. And we'll play something. I can't guarantee Kerbal, because we've done Kerbal, like 3 times in a row or so. I don't know. But, maybe Kerbal. Maybe Kerbal. Maybe not. No guarantees. Wait, hold on. What, says Noah Craw? If no games, how about stripping, says Angeles2141. Sure, go ahead. Just tell me where the website is, and Why do you keep throwing stuff on the... Because you don't have bins for them, Paul. They're just animals, is what they are. They're animals. I've got a janitor. I have a bin here. See? They know how to use a bin. The hell's been just chucking their trash around. There's a bin there. There's a bin here in the room that you never go into. And then there's a bin on the deck. That's 3 bins. Find them. I had one here previously. I didn't like it. It screwed up the aesthetic. Okay? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You keep those in your hands until you get to the bathroom bin. Okay? I'm just following him. Following him. What the hell did you do to your child's head, by the way? What is with that haircut? Huh? Is this the... I mean, I guess if the bathroom costs 50 cents to use, then you gotta make cuts somewhere, and doing the kid's hair at home is one of the ways. There you go. There you go. Yep. See? Now this is what you do. You keep your trash in your hand. Is that trash, by the way? What is that? I only sell hot dogs. And you dropped it on the floor. Oh, okay. No, you're out. You are out. You are out. Kick them out. I'm kicking your son out, and you can follow. Where's the kick him out? Thoughts, guest information, group 5. Where's the kick? / kick these guys. I wish I could throw this away somewhere. You were 14 feet from the place to throw it out. But I don't want to go home. Well, you don't have to go home. Come on over here and pick up your trash. It's what you could do. You're not gonna. I know you're not gonna. I knew you were trash when I saw your kid's bowl haircut. Get the hell out of my park. There's not a, like, kick them out button? Kick them out. Guest needs. You need, like, to be trained to not, be an animal, huh? Were you raised in a barn and never brought up? That's not how that goes. Well, Pawn, I can sit in VC with you and we can save the XCOM campaigns as hologram one. I'm gonna go, somewhere and do a thing. Thank you guys for joining me on the initial inauguration test live stream of Charlotte, on a day that we don't usually live stream. We've tested her. I get to now go back and look at the footage and make sure that things are happening okay. I get to find out whether the sound of the cheers is being delayed or anything like that. I get to look at whether or not my lips are actually following. I get to look at all the things and know that this was the live first real test. And I'm looking forward to seeing the quality of this video. I mean, you know, you still got to encode it on the fly, and we've only got 6 megabits to play with. Yeah, 6 megabits to play with in terms of encoding, so, you know, it's gonna look like it's encoded on the fly, because it is. But this should be good and smooth now. You placed the bin in a restricted area, says Looney700. I'm gonna place a bin up that woman and her son's ass. So that they're never too far away to go another 14 feet to use it. Turn the audio down over here. For I am the Ronin Pawn. And now, the outro music. The outro music. That was the outro music. That didn't do it either. The outro music, please. I got some sound effects ready for when I need them. But for today, I am the Ronin Pawn. Meet me back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, when we will actually do something. Other than, you know, use a mirror in order to show you my live streaming setup, which I'm very proud of. It's a lot of work. He now has 7 different fart sounds. Just one, but I have a lot of other sound effects. Join me tomorrow, and maybe you'll hear one of them. On out. Jesus!
She was clean and she was white. In it swam the savior.